I'll take a look at it later. Casting now.
Nuclear missile ready.
Welcome. I'm Xenodactyl. We're covering a lower bracket match, I believe. So this should be a best of 1. And we'll just cover this one and see who else is available. We were synced up with A-Stream in terms of looking for matches. So figured to unpair from our timing. Getting a lower bracket match would be a good way to keep things rolling. So this is a TVZ on World of Sleepers. I would be very surprised if... Well, okay, let me introduce the players first and then I'll... Oh, dang it. Oh no. How do we not have Observer? Oh gosh. Okay, well, we'll fix it for next time. Ah! We have the wrong overlays. Or wrong in-game thingy. I can't even... Okay, well. Anyhow, spawning in the bottom left as the blue Terran, it is Uzi Cody. And in the upper right as the purple Zerg, it is Swexteen. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to change it again later. Alright, Uzi Cody is going to play standard Uzi Cody build. When I say standard Uzi Cody build, I don't mean that this is a standard build, I mean it is a standard build for Uzi Cody specifically. This is like the equivalent to Turkey Dano playing PvZ and opening with a Forge. Like, you just see it very often. Maybe not as often as Turkey Dano opens Forge in PvZ, but very often. And it's I would be surprised if Swexteen has a way of holding the first attack. Not because it's not something that can be held, but it's not like it's undefendable. It's just that a lot of Zerg struggle against good Reaper micro on a decent Reaper map for some time. Like, it's very taxing on when you have a skill difference of however many MMRs. I mean, Uzi Cody is probably 6k-ish, I would guess. And then, Swexteen is Diamond MMR. So, you know, there's a sizable difference. In any case, Reapers are going to be working away at things, and they even loaded Game Heart, and I had the wrong overlay. I didn't know that. Okay, he gets the Queen, and with no Queen here, the natural is gonna be under siege. Actually, there's no Queen anywhere. So injects are gonna be lost as well. Gonna get another Queen with the grenades, and suddenly this game looks over. I mean, if he's lucky, he can get us around with the Lings, but he just doesn't even have enough Lings to do that anymore. So now he loses all his drones. Oh, okay, it does show there. That are at the natural. He still has drones mining in the main, but this is not looking good. Reapers are just going to keep microing in circles, and yeah, pretty straightforward opener from Uzi Cody. Gets to put on a lot of pressure. There is a Baneling Nest, but I don't think that's going to come into play as all the Lings are gone, and Uzi will advance. Okay. Alrighty, let's switch back to the other stream, or other server, and find ourselves another match. Maybe we can get Cuddle? I don't know. I think he's actually in game right now. So I don't think we can get Cuddle. What about Vindicta? Where is... I can't find anyone. Uzi goes on to play Eggs. That will probably be around here. We might cast Uzi versus Eggs. I think Eggs is NA, so Uzi should be coming back here to face Eggs. Is Eggs on? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's on. Where's Uzi? Uzi... I don't know where he is. Eggs is here, so hopefully Uzi bounces back over here soon. Oh! Escape, puppy!
Go potty.
Oh, Vindicta is playing Exo Striker right now. Is what's happening there. Well, that would be fun. What just happened? Oh, there it is. Let me make sure the thing is... Okay. I see eggs. I see Paco Mike. Paco Mike's opponent's not ready yet, though. Oh. It's on this? Wait, what? Where is the... Oh, I see. My bracket's just not updated. Okay, it looks like I've snuck my way into Masa versus Vindicta. Should be game 1. But yeah. Okay. And World of Sleepers is the first map. What are overlays? I don't know. Yeah, I've had it on the in-game overlay the whole time, even though we couldn't even get the thing to work properly from the StarCraft side. I did have some things I wanted to tell you guys, but I don't remember now. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, I am out of liquids. I'll have to get them at the next break. Do we still have time? I think so. Oh, Kozan's here. Okay, if Kozan's here, then I'm going to... Oh. What is Devin doing here? Devin's not supposed to be here. I'm going to find another game since this is going to be on the main stream. Is Devin casting with Kozan? I don't know. In any case, let's go find some other game, since you guys can watch that on the main stream. And... Who is Asuna playing? How fresh is that? Asuna is still playing Cuddle. And Art is still playing Mamba. Okay, we're just gonna go find some lower bracket matches at this point. How did that happen? Whatever. Rodzen and Uzi are probably on EU. Let's see if they started their game already. It is unlikely, though. It's possible. I think they would still be in vetoes. Ah! Dang it. They're already in game. No! Can't find anyone. Mamba is playing... Who is he playing? Mamba... No! That's not what I wanted to do. Still playing Art? No, why do I not? Okay, I'm going crazy. Okay, so I think what will happen is the loser of Art versus Mamba or Cuddle versus Asuna comes to the lower bracket, and then we'll have a game to cast somewhere. I think that's how it works from where we are in the bracket. Okay, we're gonna switch this back so that we can find someone. Paco is waiting. Firefox is waiting. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea what just happened to my screen. Okay, while we are waiting, I'm gonna throw it to the break screen until I have something to actually tell you guys. Oh, they just... Okay, it looks like Mamba versus Firefox is possible. Okay, it looks like we're almost ready. Mamba said that he and Firefox should be loading in any moment now. So we should be getting an invite soon, I think. Hopefully. I think Firefox... Wait. What just happened? Okay, I think Firefox is trying to make the lobby. And then we'll get an invite. Can we piggyback in somehow? Maybe? Today? Where is the thingy? I am confuzzle. Oh, he's not in this thread. So we cannot. I do not know. How do these things work? Mamba is not in... I am so confused. Are they not going to EU? I think they're both EU. Firefox, EU, right? Is Mamba EU? Yeah, Mamba is EU. I am confused. Someone help the confused Xeno. Ah! Sure. I think they're having problems creating the map. I see, I see. Lobby bugs. Hey, where'd they go? What happened here? Where did he relog? Hooray! We have solved the problem. Okay. Players are ready. Let's get this rolling. Fantastic. Alrighty. Now, before we start this, or before I introduce the players, let me tell you that being healthy is an important part of being successful. Whether you're at the top level esports player or a common noob. Part of living a healthy lifestyle is getting proper and consistent exercise. 24-Hour Fitness is committed to helping you make sure you can be healthy in a way that fits your lifestyle and schedule. Go visit a location alone or bring a friend to get results. Take advantage of their free fit plans, studio, classes, pools, cardio equipment, and much more at any of their 436 locations. You can even get a free 7-day pass when you complete one of our Matcherino sponsorship quests. Alright. Now that you know how to get in shape, let's introduce these beastly players. Spawning in the bottom right as the blue Zerg with the 1312, it is Firefox. And opening hatch first on the large map, it is the bold green Mamba. Alright, so he needs to know that there are lings crossing the map. So we're just gonna leave it on his vision for a moment, because we know that Firefox has opened 1312, so we know lings are gonna be coming across the map, and we just want to see at what point Mamba is completely aware of what is happening to him. Because there is gas with this, if he cancels a natural, that is not the end of the world, but he may want to hold it anyway. It's pretty committed from Firefox, and I think he just saw something on the minimap. Oh, well, I don't think he can afford a kill on the natural, so now that that's completed. Alright, full map full awareness. is quite clear at this point, as there are Lings in his base. He may have seen them on the minimap, but he didn't seem to move his camera, so I don't know if he knew, but he has Lings. And his SimCity is good to help him defend for the moment, but there is Banelings, or there are Banelings out already. And they're looking to put on some real damage here. Queens and Lings blocking the ramp. They're just gonna scuttle on by. And into the mineral line they go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey! 14 drones have gone down to the 2 Banelings, and Firefox will advance. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, I guess he was working on his sprints. Oh my. Let's see. What else have we got? I want to say we can just stay with Firefox in the lower bracket, but I might be wrong. We might have to find another lower bracket match. It may be a while if we just... What else is there? What other games do we get to? Uh-oh. Let me just open this from my computer instead of trying to scroll through this. Where is the thing? Hey? I am confuzzle. There were 2 Matcherino codes? I'll have to look at it later. Cuddle versus Asuna is still going on. Winner of that will play Art. Yeah, so now what we need is Paco Mike versus loser of Cuddle versus Asuna. I think that's where the holdup is. Because Microbe and Uzi Cody is gone already. I'm sure they've started. Right? Let me just confirm I don't see them here. Yeah. Okay. So they've probably already found their map and started. So where's Paco? There's Paco. Thank you, Snoopy, for finding the Matcherino code. Or summoning the Matcherino code. Oh. Looks like Asuna lost. so we'll be hopping into that in a moment. Yes, soon. Soon and very soon. While we are waiting for the game invite, let me tell you, GameStop sounds like a store that sells only video games, but they also have so much more. Either go to your local store or check them out online and explore all the options they have for games, computer gaming accessories, toys, collectibles, electronics, and even clothing. Find new and used games and devices, retro and new. Find gaming and comic-inspired products for your bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, and more. Replace your wardrobe with clothing inspired by your favorite games and characters. All this and more is available at GameStop.com and in-store. Okay, looks like the map is Simulacrum. And we should be good to go. Oh, they asked me to make again. Create with mod, Gameheart, Paco, and Asuna. Oh, I should. No. Let's not do this. Asuna is. Would. I can't remember if Asuna is West or Asia. Okay, well, okay, they're fine with it. Starting things now. Protoss races are good. And let's get into it. Okay, so I'm a little bit unsure of. I don't have a clear expectation going into this game. Asuna can be kind of crafty, and Paco Mike can be very defensive, but he's but I would, at least they can be. I feel like I haven't seen them play in enough kinds of PvPs. Like, I've seen them play against specific styles. Like, I've seen a number of Paco Mike's PvZ, and I've seen a number of Paco Mike's PV Cannon Rush. And I would say similarly for Asuna, actually. But in terms of no weird things happening or for this matchup, I'm not certain how this plays out. Anyhow, spawning in the bottom right as the blue Protoss, it is Paco Mike. And in the upper left, as the purple Protoss, it is Asuna. Okay. Gateways are both in the forward locations. So mirror builds down to the placements of buildings so far. Cute confirmation that he's not being cannon rushed from Paco. I think Asuna did a smaller check, but also a check. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. Looks fairly standard so far. We'll have to see. Let's see, the second pylon is at home for both players, so no quick proxies. This is looking to be a macro game from both players. I'm saying that because, like, you have such a defensive map in Simulacrum, and we're gonna see double Adept out of Paco Mike to start things off, and his third pylon is at home. And this cliff pylon is like for a shield battery here, if he needs it, as opposed to having the spotting pylon in front. This will not be unpowered, right? Where is Asuna's third pylon? Oh, and it's at the low ground. I'm blind. I saw the Adepts somewhere. Okay, there they are. So the Adepts are going to shade. No? Oh my goodness. Did he put his own pylon to block for his Adepts, and he cancelled to let his Adepts in. Okay. Well, that's obnoxious. And his probe is still alive in the back of his base. He has more scouting information. Okay, there is a shield battery going down, perhaps in response to the Adepts expecting a Stargate. But there is no Stargate. It's just going to be the low ground shield battery, plus the Robo on the high ground. Sentry is out, and that's going to provide some scouting information, checking for the potential proxy Stargate, and then going across the map. Has not scouted these locations here, but with the second pylon at home, he can be pretty feel fairly safe against Stalkers are pressuring the natural. The shield battery is complete and it is drained of energy now. But 2 probes have fallen for Paco Mike. And he is looking like he might lose more. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So he lost a sentry, or a stalker in all of that as well. His sentry is still alive though, so that's nice. Losing a couple more probes from the stalkers poking in at this top side. But just gonna pull back to his shield battery, and with his immortal out, I think Paco is fine. So both players just putting on some pressure. Oh, actually, with these 2 Adepts going into the main, Paco has to defend on 2 fronts. He has his own Adepts in the main, actually, plus the immortal, and that's going to mitigate his losses up there. But the stalkers are still poking at the front, and as the immortal comes down, having cleaned up the Adepts, I think Paco is fine. I don't see anything else for us. Oh, here's the pylon. Okay, so he's just gonna keep putting on this pressure. Asuna forcing the pylon block, And with the pylon block, this next harassment is going to be stalled. Pylon is cancelled, and it's gonna... No, he doesn't commit, as the Immortal is at the high ground. Okay, I'd like to see this Observer move out to the ramp here. And that would make this a little bit easier for him. But, I think it's okay either way. He actually has enough sentries now that he could have potentially trapped the Stalkers, but I think they were wary of being trapped and retreated preemptively. Asuna is taking his third base behind all of this. Meanwhile, Pakko is getting glaives, so Pakko is gonna look to do a 2-base timing attack. And his adept count is kinda scary. So he needs to clean up this pylon, or otherwise he will just get backstabbed over and over again. But once he... okay, well... Okay, he does find it. Cool. He does have his Warp Prism here, and that's going to start warping in so that he is ready to attack. But having to clear out that pylon is evening up the supply for Asuna. And Pakko is going to have to be careful about how he takes this. There are shield batteries going down at the third. I feel like... Oh, nice force field! The Warp Prism is not here to ferry things over, but there's just so much here, I don't think it matters. He can just bully his way up into the natural. And charge is done, but charge is not the greatest against Resonating Glaives. Another warp-in of Adepts is gonna come in for Pakko Mike, and suddenly Asuna is looking to be in a lot of trouble. I don't think he has any robo units. So, with no robo units, he has little defensive capacity, I feel. I mean, not that Immortals are great versus Adepts, but... okay, he loses his natural. He's getting Archons. Archons are probably the thing he wants most in this situation anyway. It's just that, like, how does he defend his third? He doesn't have recall. He cannot move his army to this location. Oh, okay, he's just gonna walk over here. And with the 2 Archons and the Stalkers, he does get the Warp Prism, and for a moment he is starting to stabilize. He is also able to save his Archon that was getting very low on shields, pulling it to the back, and he does manage to save his third. So Asuna is not out of this, even though he was dealt a fatal blow, losing the natural. He doesn't have a Warp Prism or a Pylon on the other side of the map, but I do feel he is correct in moving out. He has to get something done, and if he does not get something done, well, then he's just dead, assuming that macro skills are even. There's no charge yet for these blue zealots, but the Archons are dying, and the Immortals are here to clean up all the Stalkers. So I think Pakko is going to win. Alrighty, that was something. I like it. Simulacrum. The 2 base play. What else is there for maps? Or no, that was a best of one. What am I doing? I am putting this on that one. And then I think Paco faces Firefox? Yeah. Okay. Does anyone know where Cuddlebear is at? Oh no. Oh no. Desperate streamer. I need more liquids. Simulacrum again. Okay. Oh. Quit. Ack! Okay. They are in lobby. Alright. I will be right back. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. Okay. Overlay. Spawning in the upper left as the red Zerg with the extractor trick, it is Firefox. And in the bottom right as the blue Protoss, it is Paco Mike. What am I looking at here? How did we... Oh, okay. He made an overlord. I was... like... I saw the... okay. Anyway. Standard opener from Firefox. I just didn't notice the second... Like, I was staring at the second overlord thinking it was the first overlord, and I'm like, how did he get to 17 supply without another overlord? Gosh. Alright, so standard opener from Paco Mike as well. Got Cyber, Overlord, Overlord. Probe sees things. Both players know that it is a standard game. Well, technically Firefox has yet to confirm that it is a standard game, but he's not like the window that things would be abnormal and affect him before his overlord gets to his base has passed now. So, like, he knows that it is a standard game from the lack of abnormal things. Anyhow, Sixlings are out and they are taking the long way around. There is a pylon block here, so that means there's actually 8 lings. Gonna take his third. Just keeping his lings at the bottom of these rocks. There is a baneling nest as well. And trying to bait the stalker out with the overlord. Gonna get 1 ling behind the stalker, offering some extra DPS. The probes have to be pulled, and they're gonna funnel the lings through, but the adept is out, and that's not enough. Oh no! Ah! That is how it feels when some games are just like that. That is the extent of how some games go. Really good bait and jumping on the stalker. Oof. Oof. Okay. Well, such is life. What is next? Firefox versus Vindicta. Okay. Let's see if we can get a Firefox versus Vindicta. That feels like your game, Sniper. Sniper, you're Zerg. Are you saying that you do that to Protoss? Or that you have that panic of, like, things suddenly dying? I would think you feel more like the Zerg, since you tend to play aggressive styles. Though, I don't think you, well, I guess you do Baneling Bust. Okay. Oh, don't switch the overlay. What is an overlay anyway? Ah! How long has Vindicta been waiting? Where did he go? Let's see, he was on the top side. So he played Masa. And then ended up down here. And then we don't see him. Uh-oh. Okay, I see he is... I don't know. I feel like I'm playing telephone now. Alrighty, we should be getting into games shortly, as they are currently doing vetoes, and that should be settled momentarily. Actually, what happened to, Oh, Uzi is on the other side. Now I understand. Okay. I was thinking Uzi played Firefox, but they never crossed paths yet. I feel like stylistically that would be an interesting matchup. Both of them were potentially aggressive players, but not limited to. So, or I don't know if I would say not limited to. They are definitely stereotyped as aggressive players. I have seen both of them on multiple bases beyond 2. Maybe not versus each other, as I've never seen them play each other, but you guys understand. Okay, there is the invite that we have long awaited for. The promised the promised game. And looks like everyone is here, ready to go. So, Nightshade. Oh. Okay. Oh, spawning in the bottom right as the Red Zerg for Alpha X, as both players are Alpha X. This is an in-house tournament. Why am I even on the script of identifying clan? It is Firefox. And in the upper left as the blue Terran, it is Vindicta. Okay, so the reason for my okay, well, it appears to be a standard opener from Firefox anyhow, so as he has gone up to 17 drones. It's a very short distance map, and I feel like that's the kind of map that favors Firefox stylistically. Like, he can get across the map very quickly, so like, I guess he's not gonna risk it on a pool first opener of some sort, but this doesn't rule out something like Roach Pressure. Or I guess it would have to be more committed than Pressure, because Roach Pressure would have still been a pool first build. Like 16 pool, I think. Not certain, but I think. CV Scout's gonna come in and see that it is standard. Reaper is gonna go out. I do appreciate that he is SCV scouting Firefox in particular, right? Like, stylistically, from the games we've seen today, never mind whatever things you already know about Firefox, it seems dangerous to not SCV scout him. It's not to say he won't play a macro game, but like, he likes his aggression. Reaper's gonna move across the map and we'll see. Doesn't seem to get much of anything yet. SCV is still blocking. We're only at 240, so the timing for a third is not yet passed, but no drone has made an attempt to go that way just yet. We don't have any tech going down. Okay, there's the drone with the Ling escort. SCV is still here. Reaper is shaving off the Lings. SCV went away, and Queen's escorting down. So third is going to go down. Reaper has to back off. Where did it go? Did it die? Or did it go home? No, it's at home with aliens. Okay, standard on both sides still. Healthy Ling count. And Baneling Nest. It's not the super early Banes, but looks like he's just looking to play a Lingbane mid-game. A couple Hellions poking at the third. Oh, wait a second here. I may have spoke prematurely. I'm not sure. This is already done. This is a lot of Lings. I did not realize he made this many Lings. I saw like half the Lings and thought that was it, and then I saw the other half, and now I'm like, yeah. Okay, so remember what I was saying about aggression. We're gonna have a third CC as part of the wall. This Banshee, where are you going? No, turn around, Banshee! Come back! Come back! Oh no! Not like this duck! Okay. Well, he does have the Banshee. I believe the third was cancelled, not killed. Stim is almost done. Another Banshee is about to pop, but that's gonna be it for Banshee production. SCVs are falling by the in droves, and Stim needs to be defended, so that's why the Banshees are sitting over this rack instead of chasing the Lings. And oh, okay, well, no Stim. One Hellion comes out, another Hellion is in production, and Marine will be out momentarily. Mule's going down in the main. 32 SCVs have fallen. That's gonna be the bulk of them, unless the Banelings get a connection. He is starting to stabilize, but oh, this is painful. Actually, more Lings come in, and Hellion is here. I don't know about this. Between the medevac and the refineries, he did save a number of his SCVs. And he did clean up all the Banelings. One more squad of Lings is going to trickle in. Actually, no, it's just constant Lings. Okay, he is pulling off. Pulling back. Words, English, hard, chaos, everywhere. Banshees, doing things. Okay, Vindicta feels like he's stabilized, so therefore he is going to get his add-ons again, minus the factory for Hellions. And Lings coming in again. Oh, yikes! Ah! I'm gonna pick up the Hellions so that they don't get surrounded and have to. I'm gonna drop them on the Lings at the wall, and they're just gonna have to scout as there's only one, and one is the loneliest number, as Captain Canuck will tell you. Okay, where are we? Reactor. Hellions, going now. Tech Lab, gonna finally try to get that Stim. CC, move to the high ground. And Banshees. Counterattacking? Counterattacking? Maybe? Possibly? No? There. Alright. Getting some drones, that's 4. We have a lot to make up for. He lost 34 SCVs, so he needs like half that with his Banshees. That would be nice, but there's already an Overseer. And oh gosh. Oh gosh. He did get 10 drones, so that's not bad. That's not bad. It's keeping him in the game. I wouldn't say that evens things out by any means, but where does he go from here? I mean, Terran. Okay, I feel like if he had saved his third CC somehow, I don't know how he would have, but if he had, then I would believe that it is doable, possible. But as it is right now, I am skeptical, very skeptical. To his credit, he did save a good number of SCVs, and it's not like his natural actually died, he just couldn't hold that location. He does have a third CC, or a third orbital now. There's now Hydras. Okay, he has a tank, he has a tank. Tank is good. There's no Baneling speed yet, so, but with the Overseer, he's gonna snipe the tank. And I can't see what's happening, the medevac is in the way. Okay, he has a tank that's being healed, and that's going to allow him to clean everything up, I think. Yeah. Okay, that was scary, but I think with this push held, Firefox has no more tempo for a little bit. So that's some breathing room for Vindicta. I think he should be able to recognize that. He should be able to drop his mules, maybe get a wall up here. Oh, wait. I thought he had no more tempo. I was wrong. Alright, actually, no, that's not very much tempo at all. Okay, this upgrade, whatever, what is this upgrade? I forget what it's called. Is this the speed one or is this the range one? No, this is the speed one. This is the, augmented, muscular augments. There we go. Ha, I got it right before the thing came up and told me. Okay. He is catching up in workers, slowly but steadily. Like, in respect to his opponent. This double medevac drop probably doesn't want to move out right now. The tank on the low ground will be lost almost immediately. The tank on the high ground is gonna fall soon after. The Marines have to come back to defend. Many SCVs gone down. I feel like this was a quite an unfortunate window. Hydras are still here, but there's no more Lings to buffer for them. But I mean, where's the? Okay, there's the tank. All right, so he's fine. Though I don't think he could afford to lose 15 SCVs. The aggression just doesn't stop for Firefox. I think Vindicta just needs to not worry too much about counterattacking. If he wants one medevac to go out to just put on some pressure so that resources have to be devoted to defending, that would be okay, but or would have been okay, but sending both out was maybe ambitious. And now with the Banelings in the natural, 17 more SCVs are going to fall, and that may be lights out. I don't know. I just don't... See, the thing is, I believe Vindicta is a good enough player that he can come back from really what you would consider a nigh impossible situation. But if he keeps losing workers like this, like, there comes a point where supply is the determining factor, right? Like, Micro can only yeah, it's too late to send that one back. You need units to Micro. So this is getting bleaker and bleaker. Okay, that was a good defense. He does have double NG Bay, but Firefox is on 4 bases now, and Vindicta is on 15 SCVs. I would say the game state now is worse than it was after the first engagement. Like, Firefox has found a way, a timing to kind of net himself a larger lead than he had before. What just happened? Oh, that's what's happening. Baneling drops. It's raining banelings! Oh! Yikes. Okay, 10 more SCVs fall, and Firefox is going to move on. Miguel. The fans are divided. Who will they root for? Okay, it looks like, let me see where we are. Okay, it looks like Art versus Cuddle is happening on the upper bracket. Winner will play Masa, loser will play Uzi Cody. So we should go find Uzi Cody, because he is likely to be our next game we can cast. There is Uzi. Uzi is... I'm going cuckoo. Masa is there. Uzi is... maybe he's on EU. Sniper likes Firefox. Why am I not surprised? Maybe the A stream is casting Cuddle versus... Yes. Okay, so Cuddle versus Art is currently at 1-1. And supply is pretty even right now. Well, relatively speaking. Protoss is slightly ahead, but I think that's normal-ish at this stage. Yeah, I feel like Cuddle is pretty comfortable in this matchup, though. I don't know if comfortable is the right word, but I like his TVP, personally. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I like it. I enjoy watching it. Okay. So yeah, hop onto the main stream, and you can follow the action there until we get a match.
Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
And we're back. Where is the thingy? There is the thingy. Do I have the right overlay? No, I do not. Okay. Hello, peoples. What is happening here? This is on the wrong thing. Okay. Spawning in the lower right as the blue Terran. I think he's French. Miguel? Help? It's Uzi Cody! And in the upper left as the green Terran representing America, it is Cuddle Bear. Alright. This is curious. I feel like Cuddle's positioning is like a nod to the threat of Reapers and an acceptance that he cannot wall both of these locations. That's my sentiment. I'm not certain. Okay, SCV Scout is here. Gonna see the double gas as well as the factory. And he does have 2 racks of his own. So I feel like Cuddle is playing Times defense versus Morrow. Because it's Uzi Cody. And Uzi Cody loves his Reapers. Uzi does not only go for like Reaper openings, or heavy Reaper opening, but okay. This is fine. He's gonna keep his Reapers in front, not sending them entirely across the map, just where they can spot things and defend at either location. And they'll be able to move across slightly faster when the timing is for them to move out. He has 3 Reapers. He appears to be stopping with just 3, so he may not look to move across. I think this is just a defensive number, just so that he doesn't die to the 2 Reapers and the Hellion. And, oh, he is going to move out. Okay, okay. Oh, you know what? I think he was just looking to catch them on their move out. That's what that felt like. Okay. In any case, we're gonna see a standard game after the initial dance. It's gonna be a possible Viking advantage for Uzi, whereas Cuddle theoretically should have more Marines, just based on the openers that they did. All things being equal, right? And gonna scan, gonna confirm the state of the game. I don't mind it. Scouting information has been kind of lackluster on both sides, so getting some clear data would be nice. Gonna get his own double Viking production, try to catch up in that department. I'm not sure how I feel about this. He is going to be down a Viking. I guess that's okay. Oh, here's the move out from Uzi. He's going to... He has 2 mines with this. It's a little bit unusual, but not... I mean, I do feel like we've seen something like this before. I'm just not sure what it's supposed to do in this matchup. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's necessarily a mistake. Was that a... Oh, it's the Reaper. The Reapers sacrificing themselves, pulling the army back, forcing Uzi to be more careful. Okay. Finding his way up, he's actually really exposed, not having anything actually siege. Mine does bro at the top of the ramp, and the tank is now going to siege. His Vikings are landed. I feel like this is... So, I think the mines are trying to provide a sort of air support. He wants to gain the Viking advantage one way or another. Either with just numbers of Vikings, or the mine detonates as he baits the Vikings back over the mines. As it is, he just has enough Vikings. Unfortunately, he lost his Liberator, so his ability to push into the tank line is temporarily nullified. He should have another Liberator coming across momentarily, and once that Liberator gets here, Vindicta, or Uzi Cody should be able to push again. Oh gosh. Okay. That is, yeah. So that is the purpose of the mine. Cuddle is just going to send these 2 across because they're not going to get anything done in the air anymore. And with that, he's actually found himself in an opening to pounce on the frontal location, since the Vikings were not here and the attention of Uzi Cody was elsewhere, just like ours. So Cuddle making the most of what was a sticky situation. The Liberator is going to siege over the tanks though, and that does get cleaned up. I think the Marines got it? Barely. the tank count is in favor of Cuddle, but two of them are pretty badly wounded. They are going to get repaired, and the Viking count is still firmly in Uzikoti's favor. Cuddle has to be quite careful with his air units, as he doesn't really have... He doesn't even have a number that looks threatening. So if Uzikoti sees the positioning of his fleet, then his fleet will most certainly be lost. So this is a very wonky state of the game. I think that's part of why he's not actually sieging his tanks, is because if he sieges them somewhere, then the Liberator just gets on top. And what is he doing? I feel like he's giving territory now, and I think he's been zoned out. And behind this, I do want to note that Uzi does have a third down, and he is up many workers. I'm not gonna do math on stream, but you guys get the idea. There is one tank sieged at the natural. That's providing some zone control. The Liberator can't really push in there yet. Maybe he can now? Okay, there it goes. Double tank drop did go out. I don't know where it went. There we have it. Oh, it's triple tank drop. Handful of Marines as well. Gets the tank on the high ground. So now there's some work that Cuddle can get done. This is actually supply blocking Uzikoti until it kills some of his units, and then it gets the other depot, which is really the value of 2 depots, so, you know, worth. And this has just been grinded to halt. Tanks are at home on the high ground, so Uzi is not going to take any damage to his production, but with the supply block and forcing the Liberator to come back is really nice. Or forcing a Liberator to come back is really nice. Third base is moving over for Cuddle Bear, but the tanks are still in position, so he's not going to be able to slam that just yet. And the third for Uzi is also being routed. It may go down. There's not really a whole lot here to save this. Actually, the tanks are going to provide enough cover, and the SCVs are going to come repair. Meanwhile, this area is also being routed. And with the Vikings... Oh my goodness, it's been the dance of the Vikings and the landing and the unlanding and the flying and the... Oh, okay, flying again. Oh okay. There's just too much action. Can't catch it all. Did you guys know that Uzikoti was playing mech? I didn't know. I mean, I knew that from his Viking count it was possible for him to go into mech, like, that was a thing. But it just occurred to me that he's been playing mech. Oh my goodness. I am not a Terran player. Surprise! We have complete vision, and we could have checked this at any time. But no, I wanted the drama, the realization. Okay, he cleaned up a fair amount here. I think Cuddle is in a okay position, all things considered. He has an advantage in army supply, and if Uzi is playing mech, he really needs his tanks, and I don't see the tanks. Elevator drop into the main, going to get on top of the production, and Uzi is going to tap out. Kettle will advance. Alright. So that means Cuddle will advance to play Firefox. That should be good. We saw Vindicta play against Firefox, and I feel like that's the sort of thing that I feel like Cuddle and Vindicta play similarly enough that he might be able to look at that and gain some insights from a stylistic perspective, how he wants to approach the match. I don't know if he may not have been able to watch it though, is the thing. Okay. Where are we? That's there. We told you about 24, and we told you about GameStop. Okay, they should be doing vetoes soon, if they are not already. We should be into games shortly. Talden is searching ladder, so if you are a Masters 3, Masters 2 player and don't want to be cannon rushed, now is not a good time to queue. He's found a game. He's found a victim. So you guys are now safe. Let's see what else is happening. What's happening on the mainstream? That's what I want to know. That's what you guys really want to know, right? What else is going on in the tournament? Ad. An ad is going on. Something about asking for help. I don't know. Ah, okay. Here is the game invite. Perfect. Firefox, Cuddle Bear, Nightshade, Art versus Masa is happening on the mainstream. I think Cuddle may have gone to get restroom or something. Or go to... I don't know. He was here. There he is. Okay. Cool, cool. Nightshade. ZVT. Firefox versus Cuddlebear. Where's Miguel? Again, it is a short map. This is like one of the shortest maps in the pool. You let Firefox play on it? Okay. Spawning in the lower right as the red Zerg from France. It is Firefox. And in the upper left as the green Terran. It is Cuddlebear. There's the baguette spam. That's what we were looking for. Okay. Standard openers thus far. We'll see if any other oddities should occur. SCV going out for a scout. Like I've said before, I think it's a good nod to the kind of player Firefox can be. To just get an SCV scout, just confirm things are the way you think they are and not the way you insta-die because you didn't do your due diligence. Looks like we're actually gonna get a really early third. I mean, not super early, but the idea was there anyhow. SCV is going to see this drone and escort it back to the natural. Which means the Lings are potentially going to be able to get on top of this SCV. No, just kidding. There's such a thing as a Reaper, and the Reaper is a great bully to the Zerglings. Queen's out. Dropping its creep tumor. Grenade. Health is getting low. It's so funny. Like, this is like the main thing of the mid game. You're just like watching the Reaper from the viewer perspective, right? I mean, they're still setting up their infrastructure. And we do see that he is looking to get those Hellions. Starport is almost done. So 111. Wall underway. Reaper! Died. Well, that is quite unfortunate because he is definitely not going to see this Baneling nest. This is starting to look familiar. Where is Sniper? So, 2 Hellions are out, but there's no Reaper with them. They are moving across the map. The Lings have already scuttled by. A few of them are here at the front. I don't feel like... Oh no! Oh no! Cuddle! Cuddle! Ah! Okay. He is going to lose this. Almost. Oh no, he is not going to lose it. The 6 save. Third CC is... Oh, well, now he's going to lose all of them. Whee! Third CC is almost done. Lings have been in the base. I am blind. When did they get here? He did an elevator in. What? Oh, did it just run by this little hole here? Earlier? And that... Okay. Okay, well there are the Banelings. But I feel like this is a much better position for Cuddle. Because, like, he hasn't actually taken damage just yet. And he sees the Banelings. Hey! Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Well, I don't know. Oh, gosh. Of all time. Okay, 13 SCVs have fallen. My observing is starting to fall apart. I'm sorry. Okay. The wall is being rebuilt. He has 3 CCs. He has an advantage in workers. So Banshees can go out and harass the morphing Banelings. That's actually all going to get cancelled before it gets picked off and gas wasted. There is still an Overlord here. Banshee Cloak is on the way. And you know, I think I'm okay with Cuddle's position. It's like, we can do something from this, right? Right? Like, we have 3 CCs. We have a healthy number of Hellions, so we're not gonna insta-die to some follow-up Ling Bane attack, hopefully. I say that, and like, this is still Firefox, so like, things can still happen. He's shooting at these ones, but he loses his wall again. There are suddenly Lings and Banelings in his base again. I think all the Banelings are gone though. And the Hellions are going to clean up all the Lings that were surrounding them with the help of the SCVs, and Firefox is gonna have to tap out. Cuddle, with the holds, is going to advance. Okay. So next, I believe, Masa versus Art is going on. And Kozan may be casting loser finals. I don't know if we will join him for it. Let's see what's happening with Masa versus Art. Masa is up 1-0 versus Art. And he is playing Mech, I think. I think I saw Mech. Yeah. There's lots of Cyclones. It's like Battle Mech. Art has things. Okay. Alrighty. I think that might be the end. I'm not for this stream. I'm not certain. I am confirming. Either we're going to cast Cuddles next game, or we're going to raid the mainstream. I'm not sure which. I guess we'll stay with Cuddle until we're told that the mainstream, or told to raid the mainstream. Yeah. This is not what I meant to click on. Ah! I'm going to put it on the break screen until I have more news.
Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Alrighty, we are back. This is gonna be our last one. It's a best of 3. Cuddle versus Art. And then, after this series, there will be the winner of this will advance to play Masa. And you can catch that on the mainstream. Yes, okay, we are good to go. First map is Ephemeron. I didn't see too much of Art versus Cuddle when they played their first series against each other. I do know that it was a 2-1 in favor of Art. And I do know that one of the games, he won on Triton with a little bit of blink into the main. I don't know how impactful that was in the course of the entirety of the game, but that was part of it, and I do think that could come back something similar on a map like this. In any case, spawning in the bottom right as the pink Protoss, representing Europe, it is Art. And to the upper left as the green Terran, representing North America, it is Cuddlebear. Alright, standard on both sides. Nothing to write home about at all. So this is a rematch. as I was saying, I do like Cuddle's TVP, and at the same time, Art is a very strong player. There's a number of MVP cups that Art has won in the past, or wins that he's gotten over Estrella, who is, like, Estrella and Masa are probably the favorites going into something like this. So, like, you know, they're... Not sure this is where you wanted this pylon, but okay. It is a location that will allow you to place a building here, or here. That may have been because he just needed to get it down immediately, and when he got it down was more important than where he got it down. In any case, the SCV is still here, and the Reaper is where? Somewhere. No? I don't actually see the Reaper. Did he not get a Reaper? I don't think he did. I think he just went for a Marine opener. Can I click? Is this a factory? Yeah. I think he just skipped his Reaper to get a faster factory. Is his gas delayed? Oh, well, I guess it would have been intentional. He did everything with his SCV, actually. I do think he scouted everything. Oh no, he did not see the Twilight. He was looking for it, but he did not get confirmation. We do see a third starting at like 3:15, 3:10. So this is a very fast third. There's no starport yet. So he's skipped his Reaper, gotten a fast factory, getting tanks, and cutting straight to that that third. He is going to start his second Rax. And a third Rax even. He said he doesn't need this is not a wall, but okay. He said that he doesn't need to progress his tech. He's not getting a starport. He is defending on just tanks and Marines for now, playing rather blind. And Art is... What has Art seen? Art's seen almost nothing too. He does have this proxy pylon. He is warping in there, so he has the means to be aggressive. He doesn't really have a ton of production to like be like super committed, but he can put some pressure on, especially if Cuddle doesn't opens like this, right? Like he's not gonna have mobility to put in Art for not having units at home. You know, this feels a lot like, in concept, it feels a lot like going CC first. Like, a lot of times when Terran goes CC first, they go like 3 racks, because the threat of dying is so high. So they just want a lot of units quickly. And so he opens with his factory, then he delays his starport while he gets his 2 more racks for a similar idea, because he took a quick third, and oh, that was nice. I think that was huge, actually. Because this means that Art still doesn't know what he's playing against. He doesn't know that this third was super fast. The Terran expanded before the Protoss. That's very rare. Inching his tanks up. Where is Protege? I think she would want to see this. 2 more racks are gonna go down. And okay. Leaving his bunker to kill the observer. Doesn't quite get it though. Maybe no. Okay, now he gets it. Another scan. So still hasn't seen the third. There are Colossi available to Art. He's gonna start using hallucinations because the observers keep getting picked off. Man, Cuddle's sense of eyes for observers is really strong. He's gonna use these SCVs to trap the stalkers, and the third is going to land. Cuddle is even on workers with Art. This is huge. Like, most of the time at this stage of the game, Terran is up, like, or Protoss is up, like, maybe... Well, maybe it's evened out by now, usually. But, like, the supply is just so even. This is kind of a difficult way to fight, though. There are 2 Colossi, so even though Art has not been aware of Cuddle's position, oh, he doesn't have to commit because of his economic advantage. Cuddle can just go home. He can go straight into Ghosts. He doesn't need to do anything. And Art has no idea. Fascinating. We do have the Zealot run by, checking the 4th. That's not in play yet. Cuddle is getting his 2nd bay and armory. Yeah. There's the first one. And gonna get a missile turret on the side. Moving back up through the center, I don't know what this scan was for. Perhaps there was an observer that he saw and picked off. Gonna move his mines up, and this single medevac drop is going to posture on the natural. It looks like it's actually going to just land in the natural. Mines see the army coming up the center. Cuddle is... I think he wants to force a recall to the natural or to the 4th. But I don't think Art is going to recall. I think he's just going to commit here. The 4th is almost certainly going to be cancelled. And the charge lots are running in. The tank line is not that deep. And oh gosh, this is phenomenal positioning for Art. He's out, like he's just said, oh, if you don't have anything here, you can't defend, and I don't know about this. He loses his natural CC. The 3rd has gone down though for I mean, this is just mutually assured destruction. Things are dying left and right. Disruptor going to connect with some of the units there. Forcing his way up the ramp, there's still a healthy amount of Bile and Ghost. But the Robo is down now, so that's not going to be doing anything else. Getting on top of all the production, he's gotten... okay, he's broken the main, and everything here is going to have to fly away. Meanwhile, for Art, he's lost his main as well. And there is a disruptor, it's going to whiff, and now there's some breathing room for Cuddle there as the, oh, nice force field. Vile is going to come back up from the, okay, recall is forced, and I think this is time for Cuddle to run away. Run away! Oh. What? This is so funny to watch. Narcon and 2 Stalkers is all the pressure over here. there is no warp prism, and there's like 3 gateways. Okay, okay. He has to go. He has to go. This is too scary. Too scary. Must run. Okay, Art wins. What a game! Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, we're moving to EU. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, I see a Kozan. I see... I only see Kozan. Something happened. Who? There's Cuddle. And where's Art? Well, he should be here soon. NA player Cuddle Bear. That'll do. Okay, I think everyone's here. Okay, game's starting. We can go. Okay. Eternal Empire. I don't even know. After that last game, I'm just like, what did we see? Like, both players had, like, I found it really interesting where Cuddle was trying to take the game. And then I also found it really interesting when Art decided, okay, now is my time to attack. Like, he just was like, we're going! You know, actually, I want to review that game later from Art's perspective. I want to say that may have been a 55 probe timing attack. So like, he may have been designed to hit at that time regardless. And it just so happened to... Well, no, he had like 60 probes. I should still review it. In any case, spawning in the bottom left as the pink Protoss, it is Art. And to the upper right as the green Terran, it is Cuddle Bear. So, probe delaying the low ground CC. So, oh there, it started. Okay. Gonna still get the Reaper this time, not skipping it. And, Reaper's coming across, SCV returning home. You see the Twilight again. So this may be very similar, if not identical, to the previous game. Sentry comes out after, so slightly different opener. Previous game he went Adept Stalker, I think, and this time he's gone Stalker Sentry. Cuts into his gas a little bit more, but he may have done some other thing to account for that, I'm not certain. I think this is an adjustment to the way Cuddle played previously. Gonna grenade the Stalker out of the wall, move his Hellions right on through, getting right into the natural mineral line to roast some probes, but they're microing themselves away, or they're being microed away, and only getting 3 for his troubles. Tank is out now, so only committed to 2 Hellions. 3rd will go down for Art. Blink is halfway done. There is a Robo. This is actually a Zeph. 2-gate Blink, but he's decided to get a Stalker instead of an Adept. I'm not sure what build he did previously. He had 3 gates, but I can't identify its origin without looking at it more carefully. I didn't see when he took the 3rd and some other details. Alright, we're gonna see a single medevac drop come out. It has 6 Marines, so kind of an obscure number. I feel like it's missing a mine. But it's a good pin at the very least. Like, he can't just send all his units out, otherwise he will get backstabbed in his mineral line with these Mariners. Tank count is kinda sizable, so I'm thinking Cuddle wants to go for some sort of 2 base timing attack. Possibly 2 base all in. Gonna snipe the Observer again. And I think Art is getting the distinct impression that Cuddle can see observers. They are not cloaked to him. Alright, we see the single +1 attack. About halfway done for Cuddle. He is oversaturating his natural a little bit. So there is... he may either pull his SCVs or take a third. It's unclear. And, oh, I didn't set up the score for you guys. This is a best of 3. Stim and combat shields are nearly complete. A mine, or a pair of mines, are coming in to bolster this army, and a handful of SCVs are coming with this push. It's not a lot of SCVs, but it's a few. It's a few. +1 is completing, and then on both sides actually, armor for the Protoss and attack for Cuddle. Art is positioning himself by the 3rd, so Cuddle is moving towards the natural. He's sieged his marine, or burrowed his mines. God, sieged is what am I trying to say? Force field is good on the ramp. SCV is gonna start building a bunker on the in between this little area, and tanks are sieged nicely behind the rocks. This is a fantastic position for Cuddle. Trying to flank is Art, and he is making some headway with the backstab. He is able to help himself through, but he loses all of his immortals, and suddenly the 1 tank and the 1 liberator are looking very strong. There's not a lot of bio left, but it may be just enough. This is a very scrappy fight. Okay, this is a very strong reinforcement wave. I don't know about this anymore, Cuddle. This is looking, we can get the extractor, or assimilator, hopefully. Another liberator is showing up, but until this next round of reinforcements joins up with the main force, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. Mine is here, and that's gonna be nice. Okay, there's a couple more mines, so suddenly this force from Cuddle is looking good again. We are seeing the backstab again, and they do clear the tank. The mines are on cooldown, but more mines are coming in. Liberator is still holding this midway point, or choke rather, and curious force field. Shield battery is out of energy, and the Marauders do quite well against the Stalkers, so he's gonna need those Zealots, but the mines are here, so I'm gonna lose the natural, blinking on top of the Liberator, but all the mines go off, and suddenly, the Purifier! Stalkers falling left and right, Nexus goes down, and Cuddle will even up the series as we head back to NA. Both players managing to win on their opponents' respective regions. Wow, that was crazy. That was so dicey for a moment, too. Oh, man. Like, with the first flank and surround and, like, just everything. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of strong options for Terran on Eternal Empire, so I do think the map favored Cuddle a little bit more than the server favored Art. But, like, it was still so close. Tooth and nail had to be fought over that, right? You should be getting into game soon. Where doth it go? Ah, there is the Cuddle. The Cuddle Bear. And there is Art. Okay, okay. I don't know what the map is. Let's see, we've had Ephemeron, we've had Eternal Empire, maybe Triton? Unless Cuddle vetoed it. Oh, it's Nightshade. Okay. Perhaps... don't know. Okay, well, this is the last game of the last series that we are casting. But the mainstream will have another series after this. Don't have to worry about overlays. And spawning in the upper left as the pink Protoss from Europe, it is Art. And spawning in the lower right as the green Terran for North America, it is Cuddle Bear. Score is 1-1. This is a best of 3. Alrighty. There, I think, but otherwise he'll be fine. Probe coming in for the scout. I don't know if he clicked on it, but it is standard. No gas first. I think this is off. I want to say the Reaper can still go through here, but I am not certain. Reapers are almost 2D. Not like Lings, but almost 2D. They're more like 4D. Like, they find these funny angles to jump and you're just like, what? Oh yeah, I'm almost certain it can get in now that we see the... I would be surprised if the Reaper cannot pass through there. He may not try for it, but I do get the distinct impression that it is possible. Stalker comes out. Reaper runs away. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna try it, so we will never know! Okay. Getting a second factory, or a second Rax. And his factory is getting a tech lab. Oh, is this a tank push? This might be an even faster tank push than the previous game. Loses his Reaper. Maybe it did try. I have no idea. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to see that. That was... I don't see a starport. So this might just be... Hey? What's happened here? Something about this build from Cuddle is unclear to me. We see the hallucinated Oracle? Or is this real? No, this is real. This is definitely real. I can't tell hallucinations from the real thing. And it's in the other way. What skin is this? Which skin is this? Or is this just normal? It's two oracles. Oh no, Cuddle. Cuddle has lost 8 SCVs. Protoss is taking a third. So, after 2 games of TC first, he went Stargate. And there's no mine here, so... This tank push has to kill Art. Okay, maybe it doesn't have to kill him, but it has to, like, kill, like, half of his economy, plus some infrastructure, maybe. He bought, like... 4 SCVs with him. He has a... There are 2 Phoenixes, so he can lift both tanks. He has to be very careful about leaving his tanks too exposed. But this spread is nice. I almost wonder if this build we're seeing out of Cuddle is a response to the fact that he scouted the Stargate. I think he scouted the Stargate. Well, in any case, he's just... He didn't get the damage done that he needed, and I don't see any recourse for Cuddle Bear. I could be wrong, but I mean, he doesn't have a starport. He doesn't have upgrades. He doesn't have stim. He sees the third base. Charge is done. Yeah, this is this is not good. I feel like if he hadn't taken the SCV losses and had gotten a slightly cleaner push, then this game would look very different. Okay, he's just gonna go for it again. I see. If at first you don't succeed with 2 tanks, try again with 3 tanks. So goes the Cuddle logic. But the problem is, charge is done. So I guess he doesn't know that, and that's why he's going for this, but look at all these charge slots. I think Art has maneuvered the game to a safe location, and he just needs to take a decent fight. He doesn't even need a good fight, it just can't be bad. Okay, lifts the tank, kills the other tank, kills the other tank, and yes, Art will advance to get a rematch versus Masa. Well played to all parties involved. I am heading out. I will send the raid to the main stream in just a moment. How do we do this? Raid Alpha XSC2. Alrighty. See you guys over there.